Alright guys, welcome to the video. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Hitokiri. He's an interesting hero in terms of his design philosophy, what they went for. It's quite clear that they wanted the hero to be able to be aggressive. Like that was their intent with the heavy chain. But like many heroes in For Honor, you can't really sustain aggression in the game. For of course the general reason of stamina costs in For Honor. Obviously, you know, how strong defense is in For Honor and all that. What Hitokiri is, he's a little bit, and it's gone low key, he's a little bit cancerous to play against, not gonna lie. And it's due to his hyper armor starting so early on these heavies, and it's a hard problem to get around in For Honor. Like, you see red with Hitokiri, this is the pretty much the best way to play him in 1v1, even in 4s. You see red with Hitokiri, you press the heavy button. You think they're going to parry, you hold the heavy button longer for variable timing. You think they're going to catch a parry, don't do it. Cancel out and feint and counter guard break or whatever, because he does have a very high guard break vulnerability on it. Like, you can see him just going in for trades here. Like against the Centurion. MMR has been reset, so these duels were very, very casual. Zor actually is decent at catching back dodges, although you can, for example, if you're playing a static guard hero, move your guard to one side as you dodge back, and you'll be able to block that Zor. But on Assassins, it's confirmed it's a useful little thing. A lot of people are falling for feint the GB on his charge pressures. You see all the red. I'm still pressing heavy on every red I see there, and that a lot of people are still falling for that. Even though you can back dodge when you see him go into the charge, he's guard switch your side to the zone side, and you'll be able to block the zone on back dodge. He won't be able to guard break hit you. I mean, so that was a funny rush quit actually. But yeah, you see, I mean, you see this character go into charge, back dodge. He won't be able to guard break you if he goes into the sweep. If you somebody sweep, then roll. His roll catcher can only land on hard read. You won't be able to see someone roll and then do it and get them. So you've got to predict they're going to do it in order to catch the roll, which makes his roll catcher really bad. His roll catcher also has way too much damage. You can see again, I'm just parrying stuff because every time I see red, I'm pressing heavy. I should have let that unblockable go. I saw red there, pressed heavy, changed the timing up a little bit. Now I have the advantage, so I'm just throwing variable timing things at him. Like a variable time there, my heavy was in, it was like whatever, you know. He looks like he might have went for an option select zone parry. And the character can be very, like I said, very cancerous to play against because of that hyper armor. But I don't, there's kind of an issue there, like how do you make a trades character in For Honor and not make them cancerous to play against? It's a bit of a dilemma. I don't have a solution for, unless they make him. I feel as though if you don't have a bash, like I said, this is going to be not so much fun to play against. So maybe trades characters can only have the hyper armor and chain. I'm not so. I wasn't against hyper armor from neutral before, but I kind of am now, a little bit. I'm against stuff that doesn't let my opponent try get access at all, and of course myself not trying to get access at all if playing against Hitokiri. Another issue this hero has is he's got some weird design where we have got that hyper armor on the neutral heavy. I think that guy could have just back dodged and rolled as well. Lots of people making these mistakes. See, there's the see that I saw red and I pressed heavy and I just changed the timing and I thought he'd parry. It's there's lots of examples of that in the gameplay. But to stay on point, he's got, for example, on his light finisher, hyper armor, which is like, okay, look, alright, it can make for smaller trades. Not the craziest thing. But it's enhanced, and I still don't know why it's enhanced. I'd love if someone could tell me like a good reason for designing an enhanced light on a light finisher that can't be followed up on and puts you in a long recovery. So if you're using ones, you're not going to follow up on it. If they dodge it, they're going to guard break you. If it's in four, it's going to be guard broken on it by an opponent if there's more than one in the area. I mean, it's strange to put enhanced light there. Personally, I think it probably would have been better if they made his light attacks enhanced. His variables, his heavies variable as they are, and they added hyper armor into the heavy chain rather than from neutral, and maybe kept the hyper armor as well on the unblockable also. I mean, that would make more sense to me. Be less. I don't know if it would make the character good the way he is now with trading. Probably not, but he would still be a trader, and then that would work then fine if his kick sweep worked correctly. You could, like, there's a number of heroes that can actually walk backwards. Shinobi's not one of them because of a bug, but Shaolin, for example, if you hold backwards against Hitokiri, you can just hold backwards, do nothing else. He'll hit you with a heavy, you block it, you keep holding backwards. If you press his kick, the kick will just whiff in front of your face. Like, I won't track anything. You just, if it kicks, you dodge and you guard break. Or you don't even have to dodge, just walk forward after it whiffs and guard break. If he does sweep, you dodge after walking backwards when you see sweep coming, and you guard break. So against like certain matchups like Shaolin, Shaman, Gladiator, and there's maybe a couple more I'm not thinking of. Basically the hero's kit is atrocious, really bad. So he's just gonna sit there and turtle, and I don't like that in For Honor. Like, I might be like a competitive player and playing tournaments and stuff like that when they're active, when the scene is active, but it doesn't mean like myself nor others like that kind of design. Competitive players in For Honor have been asking for more fun design in the game for pretty much 2 years now, actually. To think otherwise is just kind of a Reddit myth. So I think they should redesign the hero if they can. Like, it's probably, I don't know if it'll ever happen, might not ever happen, but I think hyper armor from neutral and For Honor is troublesome dilemma to have in the game. I don't think it's the best direction to take hyper armor. It should be in trades on chains and stuff, in my opinion, and maybe enhanced lights could be a staple of trades type characters to get into their chains, which would then have that hyper armor. The variable heavies then encourage you not to parry enhanced lights, so that kind of kit kind of works in unison to allow them to have some flow. And then of course their bashes and whatever need to be less susceptible to dodge rolls, and if they are susceptible to dodge rolls, you need to make sure a roll catcher works. So this character kind of nearly works, but he has some weird design issues. I actually really enjoy the character though. As you can see, I love playing my Zulu warrior. There's no Zulu faction, unfortunately. I would love if there was, but yeah, being none, I'm just being a Zulu warrior myself. Zulu lol. In terms of like matchups where he would be in tier list, this character, I feel like he's not that bad in duels because of that playstyle, hyper armor from neutral being so awkward to deal with. I don't know how awkward, or like, for example, because all the best players in the game are not playing 1v1 and they're kind of like semi-retired from it, unless it's like fun. They only kind of lab it out and test it for matchups and things like this. I'm not sure on the highest possible level of play where the character be at, but in duels I don't feel like, when I'm playing this hero, I don't feel like I'm at really big disadvantages until I lose the HP lead. And that's another thing about the character's playstyle. As much as you can, make sure that you don't lose HP lead. You lose HP lead, you can't make your trades which is what you're going to be playing him around. You'll be playing him when you very rarely do sweep unless you're making unless you learn that your opponent doesn't know how to correctly counter this hero. Like you've seen the duels throughout this video, I'm aware like my opponents don't know how to correctly counter the hero, so I start doing stuff that wouldn't work against players more knowledgeable. But I would probably put him low A because of the awkwardness of dealing with the character and because of his strength in dealing with non-bash heroes. For 4s, he might be C, but he could be B. He could be B, but his hitboxes are broken externally and stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to have him for now. With that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, the duels, the gameplay and discussion. Let me know what you think about the character, and I'll catch you later.